Hi, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 24th to the 30th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. So, thank you so very much for doing so. And I guess I want to announce a bit of a brand change. As you guys know, I know I've already announced this in the community section, but we are now Dane Hart Guided Messages. And I say we because it's me and Spirit, it's me and you, and it's just so much bigger than just one person. So I hope you like the name change as much as I do. It's still me. You can see my tattoo, my bit of eczema healing up on my hand. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. For everybody who's been here from the very beginning, or for all the new people who have joined, uh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here reading for you. Now, if you're interested in a private reading, check out my website, danehartguidedmessages.com. Is listed in the description box below. I also offer gift cards there, which is a great gift idea if you're looking for something for the person who has everything. So yeah, okay. Now let's dive into this reading. First, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Capricorn, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. So we have here what number is this? 5, the 8 of Cups reverse. Interesting. We're having to walk away from something, and it's hard for us to choose ourselves right now. We have the World. We have the 4 of Cups reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, angels and spirit guides. We have the 5 of Wands, the Fool reversed, the 8 of Wands reversed, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Oh, goodness. Everything is just falling out in like huge piles. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. The 7 of Wands reversed, angels and spirit guides. The 9 of Swords and the 6. There we go. The 6 of Cups reversed. So let me just make sure everything is in frame. Now, I know especially with, Thanksgiving right around the corner, if you're here in the States, you might not be that thrilled with this reading because of all the reverse cards. It's not a bad reading at all. And happy Thanksgiving to all who celebrate. But here right now, Capricorn, this is about choosing you. This is about the world opening up and so much more coming your way than you thought. And it's about the petty differences in our world and in our lives and that we're having to deal with. And it just doesn't matter to us. But there's a sense of being stuck and everything seeming like it's not getting. And it's like always like you're falling down the chutes and ladders game, right? Here, this card makes me think of chutes and ladders just so much. And it's like, okay, am I moving up? Am I falling down? Like, where is it that I'm going? What is it that I'm going towards? With the 8 of Cups reverse crowning everything. It's a needing to walk away. It's a needing for an ending, but it's something that's just hanging on too long. So just be mindful about that during this time. The world is opening, but the 4 of Cups here is the fact that Spirit is going to trip you on this road and make you look at something in a way that you didn't want to look at it or you didn't think needed to be looked at. So just be aware of this during this time, Capricorn. With the Queen of Swords reversed, this is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You can be having a hard time with an air sign energy. There can also be an energy in your life that is just a little bit too blunt, a little bit too rude, a little bit too intense. This is a person who gives a compliment and an insult in the exact same breath. And this is going to be a time when we're looking at that energy and we feel like they stunted us from being able to plant our seeds and to grow. But they didn't stop you. They could have postponed it, but they haven't stopped you. And that's going to be very important to know during this week, Capricorn, is that you're not stopped. Is that the soil, the soil's acidity might have changed, right? And you might have to take that into consideration as you're planting your seeds. But you're still going to be growing and embracing and collecting you and seeing yourself move forward in a very practical way, but in a way that you hadn't anticipated. You could have sat there and wanted to be known as being like this great artist. And then you realize, or you're reading something or looking at something, and you realize, wow, like Louisa May Alcott, before she wrote Little Women, she was a Pulp Fiction writer. She wrote, these thriller novels. Nobody is as they seem or as they are, ticketed. So let yourself be fully you. Let yourself write the Pulp Fiction novels as you write, something that could be considered more literary. Or maybe you don't write that at all and you just have fun. Or maybe you splatter paint against the wall and see what happens. And people love it or people hate it, but it doesn't really matter because you're creating. And yeah, it might sound very privileged to be able to say that. But even if we get dollar paints from the Dollar Tree, right? Or $1.25 paints from the Dollar Tree now, and we let ourselves create, and we let ourselves create just for us. And it doesn't have to be beautiful, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but it is. And that is what's important here with the Ace of Pentacles reversed, is that God's source spirit, however we see the divine in the universe, is handing us a gift of prosperity and success and bounty just for us, because we are an earth sign energy, and the Capricorn energy is represented by the pentacles. And so here we're taking that prosperity and we're not seeing it, but it's coming forward towards us. And the way that we start to cultivate this is by letting ourselves create, letting ourselves cultivate, letting ourselves break down barriers. And with the Five of Wands here, it's like being mindful of the pettiness of others, being mindful of the pettiness of this world. And with the Fool reversed, there is a sense here of, I can't take that leap, right? We're afraid. We're afraid to choose us. We're afraid to walk a unconventional path, a path more suited to our hearts. We're afraid of what will come. We're afraid of failing. But is it not trying failing as well? So just looking at things and knowing that 1 + 1 doesn't have to be equal to, because 1 cloud plus 1 cloud equals 1 cloud. And nothing is ever quite as it seems. And with the Eight of Wands here reversed, it seems like things are moving very slow, but sometimes it needs to move slow in order for us to actually get it. It's kind of like when things move too fast, we don't see it, we don't get it. It's just like we feel overwhelmed, we can feel frazzled. It needs to slow down. And so embracing a slower pace this week is going to be very important for us. With the Seven of Wands, again, it feels like we're rising and falling and rising and falling. We're finding our way. We're also learning how not to be afraid. How not to be afraid. And sometimes it can happen overnight. We have a dream and all of a sudden we're not as afraid as we used to be, or it can take more time. It can take working with somebody. It can take, having to journal it out, but it can also take having to realize I need to slow things down. If you're here, if you've been following this channel for a while, if you're new, you're most likely a highly sensitive person. You feel the world, where others just seem to like bulldoze through it or just, run through it. You feel it. And that's harder. It is. Because everything is more intensified. And here, with the Nine of Swords, it can bring bad dreams. It can make us feel overwhelmed. It can make it hard for us to sleep because we're constantly worrying and then doom scrolling and getting overwhelmed. So be mindful about this. We can also be astoundingly nostalgic. Everything was better once upon a time. But then if we actually thought about it, maybe things were easier. Maybe we weren't the one handling the burdens, right? If we were little and privileged to be in that position. But here with the 6 of Cups reversed, let yourself be nostalgic. But also, also with the nostalgia, we can start to see the bad things that happened once upon a time in our life story. And we can start to be overwhelmed and it wasn't fair and we were at a disadvantage from the very beginning. And yeah, that could all be true. But now it is time to see the seeds that are hiding from us, the gold that is hiding from us. And it's time to unbury our treasure. It's time to shine our light. It just really, really is. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, goodness, the crow wanted to be heard. And we have universal law and truth are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality, period, and stop. Use this energy to create your reality. So much is being revealed to you. The energy to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is the Hierophant reverse. Interesting that this should come forward. And it's almost saying, like, I'm going to throw away all the rules. And that can work for a little bit. That can be very liberating to us, Capricorn. And it can also be very enticing to us, to somebody to say, oh, just throw away all the rules. But we're Capricorn. We're ruled by Saturn. Now, Saturn gives us a bit of a karmic understanding of things, but Saturn is also the rules of things. We like rules. We like structure. We like order. It doesn't necessarily have to be somebody else's rules, though. It can be our own. We can say, I like to go for a run with my dog in the morning. We can say, I like to, eat popcorn at night. Those are my rules. Those are my traditions. I like to have a cup of tea. I like to do my work between this time and this time. If we have that luxury of saying, like, this is the time I work, or when I go to work, I like to have this and this on my desk in order to feel grounded and, a little bit more safe in my space. We need to have our own rules. If not, following somebody else's rules makes us feel like secure. So here, this can be also somebody being very enticing and being like, oh, just throw it all away, run barefoot on the beach every day and all the time. It's like, okay, well, that can work, but you also need to let your body have time to heal and let yourself have time to rest. So that's going to be important. It moves us then to our chakra message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is universal light. This is connecting with the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown, and it's letting this light shine forward, and it's letting us shine forward. And it's knowing that we are connected with something so much greater than we ever thought. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message, which is the white turkey. The power to heal the earth is within you, and it is. It is, but we don't see it. We can almost feel very separate from the earth, which as an earth sign energy does not do us any favors. So remembering to ground ourselves, remembering to stabilize ourselves is very important. It moves us then to the Princess of Wands reverse. We can be dealing with a lot of spicy personalities right now. So being mindful about that is going to be very important, because we can really be feeling like, oh my gosh, this person just doesn't know anything, right? They don't have a full grasp of it. But like a child, they feel like they have all the answers, right? If you just listen to me, I could solve all the problems. And maybe they can, and maybe they can't. But they are just so unwilling to bend that it can be very overwhelming. So just be aware of that. Or so loud, it can be very overwhelming. Grounding is our subconscious chakra message. And this is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. It is grounding ourselves. It is centering ourselves. It is honoring ourselves. That is just so important and so beautiful. And it's taking care of our roots. And also knowing that we could be like an oak. An oak tree grows its roots first, and then it sprouts up. So everybody thinks nothing's going on with that oak tree, but they're growing their roots. And so when a storm comes and the other tree's roots aren't as deep, the oak stands tall. So be kind to yourself and let yourself stand tall. It moves us then to the 3 of Swords reverse. We are releasing heartbreak and pain subconsciously. We are letting, what has stabbed us through the heart, what has wounded us, fall away. And we're tending those wounds and we're loving ourselves. And that is powerful. Okay. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation. a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. Capricorn, may blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.